Hey peoples, this is another movie review of 1917. And this movie is wow. Just wow. If I would have saw this movie last year when I believe it came out early in a few theaters, this would have definitely made my top 10 list of 2019. This movie is incredible. It is beautiful, the world feels massive, just humongous. And what I mean by that is some movies you watch them and the world feels small. Sometimes that makes sense in movies like Jojo Rabbit or The Grand Budapest Hotel, stuff like that, where they want you to feel like you're in this little tiny world and it just fits. But this movie feels massive. Like I said, it is beautiful, everything looks gorgeous, it is amazingly shot. They do a technique where it looks like it's just one take from beginning to end. But of course I'm weird, so I'm watching the movie and thinking, okay, that's where they cut that there, they cut it there, they cut it there, they cut it there. But to most people, it's just gonna look like one continuous shot and it is amazing. And they do it in such a subtle way that I don't even think most people will notice the movies in one take, because the action and the intensity of the film draws you in so much that you're not paying attention to how the movie's edited. You're just focused on the characters and making sure they get to where they're supposed to get to. And speaking of the characters and the whole story, it's pretty simple. We have a war going on, we have two characters that have to get from point A to point B in order to deliver a message. And you're along with them on this dangerous ride to see them try to make it to their destination. And it is exhausting, it's dangerous, it's scary, it feels like they could die any moment, and they just come up against so many obstacles. It honestly feels like they will never get to their destination. And for some reason, the movie put me in the mind of someone trapped in a desert. Imagine someone being just dropped in a desert, as we've seen in multiple movies. The last movies I can think of are John Wick 3 and Aquaman. But you see them in those desert settings, and it looks like they will just be traveling for forever because all they see is sand all around them. That's what this movie feels like at times, where it feels like there is no destination, they're just traveling in one direction, and it doesn't feel like they're getting any closer to the finish line. The movie doesn't take that long to kick into high gear, and they only have a few moments, maybe 2 or 3, where the movie actually slows down for just a couple of beats. Other than that, you're on the edge of your seat worrying about these characters because every single moment is so tense because death could be around the corner. I can't really think of many complaints with this film. Maybe one slow moment where they have an interaction with a female character and it lasts a little bit too long for me, but it's maybe the only moment where the audience gets to breathe. But I understand that scene's purpose because they say certain things, or I guess the lack of certain things said, clue you in on other things about specific characters. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. This movie is fantastic. It looks amazing, the action keeps you on the edge of your seat, the acting is phenomenal, and I just love this movie. Now, I will say that I've talked to a couple of people and they're kind of fearful of seeing the movie because they're like, I don't like war movies, I don't like the gore, the violence and stuff like that. This isn't that type of film. Yes, it is rated R, but you don't get gore, you don't get violence where people are shooting each other in the head and you see just, bodies exploding and flying around the screen. It's not a bloody, all-out war type of movie. So if that's what you're worried about, this isn't that type of film. But anyway, yes, I absolutely suggest you go watch this movie, you'll enjoy it, and then come back here, write in the comments what you thought about the film so we can talk about it. That'll be a lot of fun. Please do me a big favor if you don't mind and subscribe. That would help my channel out. That'd be really awesome. And we could get more reviews and you could suggest movies for me to watch and I could review them and so on and so forth. And I want to say thank you to the people who have already subscribed. As always, please continue to have a great day. God bless. I'll talk to you later.